Hello! Watch this video and win. It was filmed near Mount St. Helens volcano in Washington State, USA. Watch it carefully till the end and remember the number of bears you will see there. You will need this number in order to participate in a quiz. Remember this number as this is the answer to question 1. Now continue watching. Good luck! Hi! Today I'm going to visit Mount St. Helens, which is an active stratovolcano located in the state of Washington. I drove here 5 hours and it looks like Mount St. Helens is playing hide and seek with me due to the wildfires. Everything is foggy, the air is foggy, and I can barely see anything. I can barely see any mountains. This is the Forest Learning Center, so visitor center. It says that it's open from mid-May through mid-September, but it looks like it is closed today. I'm not sure what is going on.
What is going on here?
There are barely any cars here, so I feel really alone here. Look, it seems like an abandoned place. Very strange feeling. Look at this scenic view. Mount St. Helens erupted in 1980 and many people died. Around 50 or 60 people died. So hopefully it will not erupt today again. Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument. I stopped at this viewpoint, but there is no view and no point. So what's the point of stopping here? I think I could have stayed home and I would have had a better view than this. But I'm gonna continue anyways. I'm not gonna give up so easily. Now look at this dense forest. And as you can see, there are no visitors here. No cars at all whatsoever. It still says that the visitor center, Science and Learning Center at Coldwater is open 10 to 4 p.m. daily. Okay. I read on internet that Johnston Ridge Observatory is closed due to the mudslide. So the last few kilometers or last few miles of this road to Mount St. Helens is basically closed. Even though many things are closed here and so far there is no view of Mount St. Helens, I'm gonna try to get as much as possible from this trip. And I can also smell something burning in the air, wildfires burning. On my way to the top, to Mount St. Helens, I stopped at Castle Lake viewpoint. Stay on trails, pave access. There's some information here, but the most important information regarding why everything is closed is not here. People would not believe me that I was even here. That's very bizarre. And whenever I step on this grass, there are grasshoppers everywhere.
Annoying grasshoppers.
There's supposed to be a lake there. I think there is some lake. I see the reflection from the sun. So, do you see all this fog? If you use your imagination, that's probably how it looked like in 1980 when the volcano erupted. Hopefully I will see some of Mount St. Helens when I get closer to it. I stopped at Coldwater Lake, so let's see how cold it is. Interesting washrooms which are closed. They look like a bunker. So this is the cold water lake. I'm gonna get closer to it. And the lake is here. Nice big cedar tree trunk.
Wow, so big.
And let's touch the water of the cold water lake. I can confirm that the water is cold. Everything looks like dipped in milk, like I'm looking into the milk. So the road I was driving today can be called Milky Way. Starting today, I'm gonna call it Milky Way. That's my personal Milky Way. Actually, it's very interesting, this view of the lake with a foggy background and fog all around it. The good thing about this whole situation is that there are not many people here, so these few people who came here today can enjoy Mount St. Helens area just for themselves. I'm sure during the regular days when there is a nice visibility, there are way too many people here to enjoy it. My trip at Mount St. Helens continues. It has this unusual ghost town feel, or ghost mountain I should say. And have a look at this beautiful platform to observe the lake. Just for me. Today, just for me. Look, have a look at this. Can I ask for more? As I mentioned before, I smell burnt stuff in the air. Maybe the higher powers did it on purpose. Maybe they wanted us to have full experience of Mount St. Helens when it erupted in 1980. It was foggy as well. So, maybe I should not complain. Maybe I should not complain. Have a look at this, beautiful. So use your imagination. Imagine Mount St. Helens in the background. And have a look at this nice boardwalk. I hope this boardwalk has no problem carrying my weight.
Hurry up!
And look, bamboo. I can hear people in the back. Since there are not that many people, it sounds very mystical. Let's continue walking on this boardwalk. And take a look here.
Keep going, keep going!
That's the platform I was at before. Mount St. Helens continues playing hide and seek. I see the island on the lake, like a little mountain and a tree towering on it. That's all I can see here. This boardwalk ends here. There's a canoe there, small beach, and people and kids playing with their parents on the beach. Beautiful. Mount St. Helens just for me today and for the other few. And there are beaches on the other side. More beaches. This is all from Coldwater Lake. I'm gonna get back on the road and continue to the top of Mount St. Helens. Whether or not I will be able to get there, that's a good question. But at least I'm gonna try. Beautiful nature. I mentioned before that the Johnston Ridge Observatory is inaccessible currently due to the mudslide. So the last few kilometers, last few miles of the road is closed. That's the proof.
Oh no! Damn it!
We can't continue, unfortunately. So everything is playing against us. Wildfires, they cloud our view to Mount St. Helens. Mudslide doesn't want us to come near. It seems like that's where everything is happening. The visitor center, so Mount St. Helens Visitor Center. Yeah. Here it is. I see the visitor center, but I don't see Mount St. Helens. I would prefer to see Mount St. Helens instead of the visitor center, but I guess that's not possible today.
Stop overthinking it, man.
So I am at the Mount St. Helens Visitor Center, so I'm supposed to see Mount St. Helens here, the mountain, but unfortunately it is what it is. It's only milky mountain, so use your imagination. And that's the Coldwater Lake I was at before. There are the boardwalks too. And the mountain is somewhere there. So that's the visitor center at Mount St. Helens.
Yeah.
And have a look at this. There's a bird here. Hey, birdie. How are you? And the bird is gone. Okay, I'm kind of hoping that I can see more of Mount St. Helens. And I think I can see a little bit more than before. If you take a look, I think I see the silhouettes of the mountains. I'm walking on this short trail near the Mount St. Helens Visitor Center. Beautiful piece of nature. And have a look at this. Old cedar tree trunks. I'm not sure why all these trees have been cut. And if it was recently or a long time ago. Mount St. Helens. This pleasant trail. With benches for comfort and enjoyment of Mount St. Helens and the surrounding area. As you cannot see behind me, Mount St. Helens is an active stratovolcano located in Washington State in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. The elevation is 2,549 meters. It erupted on May 18, 1980, which created an earthquake measuring 5.1 on the Richter scale. Mount St. Helens is one of the youngest volcanoes, so the most active of the whole Cascade Ring of Fire. By coming to Mount St. Helens area, you can experience wildlife like elk, bear, mountain goat, cougar, and many more. So it is worth to come. See you later. This is the most I can see from Mount St. Helens today. I'm not gonna wait until the skies clear. Maybe I will come some other time, but that's as much as I could see today. So as mentioned before, I'm gonna stop at some more places while driving down the hill, and yeah, it was still a very pleasant experience. And look at this beautiful forest. Beautiful.
Great forest.
It almost looks like it's blurry. So many trees, such a dense forest. I really love it. Freedom. His middle name is Freedom.
His middle name is Speeding Ticket.
This is the bridge viewpoint. Question 2. Do you remember the number on my light blue t-shirt? Remember this number, because this is the answer to question 2. Now continue watching. Looks like an old house and a gas station combined.
Scary. Be careful.
Interesting. Free Josh D. Okay, so So that's all. That's my last stop in Mount St. Helens.
Question 3. What is the minimum fine at the time this video was filmed for not staying on trails near Castle Lake viewpoint? Remember this number. This is the answer to question 3. Now continue watching.
While driving back from Mount St. Helens, I noticed something very interesting. I noticed a house, a property, which is probably abandoned, and it looks like the nature is taking over it slowly. Here it is. There is still a mailbox here, and that's the property. Look, so it's here. Oh, interesting property. Very old. Probably needs some renovation, but look how nature is taking over.
Question 4. Do you remember the road where the guy on the motorcycle raised his hand? What was the recommended speed limit there? Remember this number, as this is the answer to question 4.
Look at this power line. Or is it something else? How it's hanging on this wire here.
Question 5. Do you remember the bridge viewpoint? How many cars crossed that bridge in my video? Remember that number, because this is the answer to question 5. Now continue watching.
While driving back from Mount St. Helens, I came across this. I don't know what it is. Some old construction. And look at these trees there. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
Question 6. How many satellite dishes did you see on the roof of that abandoned gas station? Remember this number, as this is the answer to question 6.
Beautiful countryside of the Washington state.
And now, add up the numbers from all 6 questions and leave a comment with the final result. The first person indicating the correct result will win a prize. Later, I will post another video explaining the result.